like a rack and a rant, take roofie planning. Understand? Gotta branch out, grab my hand. Last dance, gotta take that one more chance. If I wanna be a star, gotta go like band, like room, sedan. Yo man, everything I do on brand. Everybody following the kid with the ice down neck, cause they know it's a chain of command. Too sharp, don't glance. Goddamn. Hope that you feeling the vibe. Everybody moving side to side, and I don't gotta wave, now I gotta tie. Now we get so high. Alright. Days to confused all night. When the moon gets so bright, when the stars all got a line, when you got right. Oh, that's right. Hi, I wanna be in your life. I wanna take you to places that you never been and paint pictures a word at a time. I wanna teach you to fly and not come down. Trying to find truth in eyes and find love now. What now? I don't wanna wait till they come round. Doing this all since future sex love sounds. Me and Love Sad Kid, the new instinct. We don't got plan shit, it's all instinct. See, no goddamn, the beat go goddamn, and I'm the young man. We heat that sensei, amazing. Rap game quitting. Everybody wanna fade me, but I'm chilling. I don't got nothing against time, I don't kill it. Spin it, trying to make a cycle with a million, billion. Raise me to ceiling. Trying to make a mic turn to a whole building. Trying to get bills in, still be real, but above all else, I want you to feel it. Really.
Cash, money, babe, that's just all I'm worried about. You know what I got to do, you know what I'm doing. Getting cash, money, babe. Clock is always running, babe. You two used to do the maneuver and now it's running late. Cash, money, bags, that's just all I dream about. Music is the avenue, you just do the songs about. Cash, money, babe. Got to go, it's running late. On the grind like all the time, feel free to come and join me, babe. Got me feeling like a king with a crown now. New crew, same kid with a crowd now. I check what I'm doing with a spy cam. Ain't nobody know the hustle that they found out. Afro and he's kinda tan, a ladies man. He makes his beats on pots and pans, man. I'm a fan of that young man with a grin on his face and a mic in his hand. Like me and Dom Sound Sensei, you boo thing. Take a step back, boo, you a fruitcake. Who knew you back when it was cold out? Ice Age, baby, talking broke it, broke now. Somehow all your savings done broke now. Who knew out of pocket dropping would never make you take a second and stop singing? Cash, money, babe, that's just all I'm worried about. You know what I got to do, you know what I'm doing. Getting cash, money, babe. Clock is always running, babe. You two used to do the maneuver and now it's running late. Cash, money, bags, all I dream about. Music is the avenue, you just do the songs about. Cash, money, babe. Got to go, it's running late. On the grind like all the time. Come and join me, babe.
Hi chat! Oh my god, that was so loud.
Welcome to Constellation, everybody.
Oh, hi! Hey everyone, hello! Oh, look at chat. Hey chat. Hey chat, how are we all today? Please don't play DMCA music. Why are you doing that? We're on the streaming playlist. Oh, I just bumped my knee. So I have to stop the music for a second. It wasn't that loud. Okay, good. Our mic is wonky because it will go red for us, but it won't be that loud on stream. And so I'm always like, Tommy the Raccoon, by the way, we haven't seen you a while in chat. How are you? It's good to see you back. Hello, Kota. I only just saw your message of Kota. Hi, hope you're doing well. Osho. I just had a bowl of ice cream, and I had like coffee ice cream, and then chocolate ice cream, and so my body is legitimately going bleh right now. So everything's like yeah, if our audio levels are ever a bit wonky, just be like, Sploof, fix it, and we will. I don't mind. Hey, Maz. That is my pinky finger. Okay, so the reason why I'm so like wonky right now is because starting stream, I dropped my mouse, and so I have like this thingy here. It's like a thingy, and I dropped my mouse, and it went like underneath the desk, and so I went to go and get my mouse. Does it work? Does what work? But I went to get my mouse from underneath my desk, and so I grabbed my mouse, and then my cat. Yeah, it's fine. This mouse has been through so much. I don't know how it still works. It's a little bit sticky when changing colors. Sometimes it won't change colors, but it still works. So all the buttons work. I went to like get it right from underneath there. And my cat, who is massive by the way, and this like spot is really small. It's a really small bit. It's like the length of a finger. My cat comes crawling out underneath it right before I go to unmute. right before I go to unmute. So that's why I'm like, oh, wow. I don't want to open that. We're gonna do some Minecraft today. Let me fix my mods real quick because we were messing with POS stuff earlier. So my mods are like all a bit wonky. Meow. I just spaced out. Jump scare. I finally got to change my username. It was a jump scare. Funny. King Ethan 404. I really like that. Hello. Can I ask what your username was before in chat so that way I can remember who you are? Because, fun fact, chat, we remember most of our chatters and we know where a lot of you come from. Like, Bunnyos up there came from, we met them in a Rumbu stream. And that's where they came from. So, like, we remember you guys' origin stories. I don't know if that's weird or what, but so, like, we know you a bit, chat. We know who you are. Kind of. You got a good minute? No, I do not. Bestie, I have OSDD. Can I call you Bestie? Is that okay? I should have asked before I did. I'm trying to find these mods and I can't find them. Are they in this one? They are. Okay. If you hear my cat. Why are you working that? Welcome to the Sploop stream. It's always scuffed here. If you hear Mars being Mars, it's just Mars being Mars. There we go, there's Optifine. Sorry, I was struggling to find Optifine. I just like couldn't find it. We're good to go now. Meow. Hello, Bestie. Okay, Bestie in there. Juicy Foxy. Hi, Mars. Okay. I need a cat cam one day. Yay, Mud. Yes, we enjoy having mods in chat. One day we'll get a cat cam. One day, the same day we get a streamer house. But no, I'm okay. Yeah. Cool. What the fuck? Rumbu. Hello, commoner. I am joking. But yeah, alright. Minecraft's finally loaded up. We're good. We're good to start. Oh, Rumbu's redoing our overlays. They look so cute. I'm so excited. Ellie! I just had a question if I was unmuted, but then I remember I've been sat here talking to chat. Ellie! Thank you so much for the raid! Why have I not gotten an Eat the Goddamn Baguette yet? That's because I'm not on Eat the Goddamn Baguette overlay yet. Okay. I'm so sorry, Ellie. I need to fix that. We keep forgetting that's something we need to fix. Ellie's great. I know, Ellie, thank you so much for the raid. How is your stream? And welcome, raiders. Therefore, you've been raided. Let's go. You guys can do. Check this out. Since I still have OBS up really easily. Raid. Look. So, frequent chatters, if we ever get the raid, you can just go, raid. I had a dream last night. BMB, look. Whoa! You've never chatted before. You've been mod. You've been mod before chatting. What is this? What is this? What is this? Ellie, how is your stream? Chat, how is your stream? How are you all? Okay, my brain's going like a million miles an hour, so I can't promise that everything I say is gonna make sense. I'm gonna look as I'm tidying my room. I'll come back to every now and again. That's A-okay. That is A-okay. Would you guys do on stream? Yes, regular chatters. We have a raid command now. We also have a socials command. Ayo, Ellie raids, I'm late. No, it's okay. Sometimes it takes a while to end up a stream for us too. We're like trying to press the buttons. Has it switched over yet? Our thing has died. Laptop, okay. Laptop is fine. Why? Spotify? Confused and hot are my favourite words. That is. So, yeah, we can see him. Thank you. It was working. Why did it break? Remove. Yes. I'm going to try this again. Sorry, we're working together on this because we're redoing our overlays. Things like I need to get dinner. But have a good stream, bestie. I'll talk in a bit, of course. Of course, we'll see you. So we're redoing our overlays. Mars, why are you in the closet? It's okay to be gay. Get out, sweetie. We're redoing our overlays so to like add new features, and especially so that in chat you can like interact more with us on stream, like on screen for you guys too. So everything's a bit like weird right now. Speedify. We had a Spotify thing on here. They are. Rumby's been showing. Okay, so we're just gonna hop into it. Rumby's been showing them what? To Foxy. And they're so cute. It's gonna fit the theme of the surprise we're doing. We've moved down the surprise goal. Bow tie is AO, the DMs. Well, what DMs? We saw Discord. Is it still up there? It didn't show up for me. Hang on. We're not ending stream. Is it still there? It did not show up for us. You showed our DMs, bestie. Is it still there for you guys? No, it's gone now. Okay. Ah! Oh, that's just stuff Bill's been doing. I showed it. It showed it for a bit. Yeah, we were trying to get Spotify to work. We just leaked DMs. That's okay. We do that quite often. Also, I wanted to say, and I forgot, Astral Galaxy, thank you so much for the follow if you're hanging out here in Stage Claire. Thank you so much for the follow. Among Us. Where's Among Us? Among Us. I have so much energy. I feel like I'm not like putting proper words to thought. This has just been stuff Bill's been working on. So it's chill. Oh, that is a tree. That's a mushroom. It's a cute little mushroom. See? It's very cute. Very cute. Bill's first mushroom, everyone. And Bill's first frog. Why is there... Well then. Okay, we're just gonna move on. Mob spawning should be off. Oh, that's where you spawn. Why are all our builds out over here? Yeah, I had ice cream for breakfast, and I shouldn't have because Wilbur wasn't looking. And so I was like, oh my god, Wilbur's not looking. I can go eat things that I'm not supposed to eat. And I remember why we're not supposed to eat because right after I ate ice cream, I was sat there literally like vibrating. I was vibrating. I was like, bro. Raggy. What the fuck? Oh my gosh. Yeah, it is nice. Very cute. So what we're doing today, chat, is I need to build a pond. And, Raggy? Yeah, Ruggy. Oh my gosh, chat, so I'm telling you this now, before you get concerned. We have developed a new tick. I don't know where we got it from. I need to stop smacking my hands. I sound like a seal. But we developed a new tick, and it is the looks like someone's mad. Go cry about it bit. And I don't know where it came from. I don't know why. But just so you know, we're not talking to you if it happens on stream, we're not talking to you. Just fair warning. Okay, but yeah, we're building a pond, and so I want this pond to look a very specific way. I want to stay close to these builds. I thought I killed you. Okay. How are you guys today, chat? I thought I murdered you. I guess I didn't. And that's okay. So, we need... What color should we do for the outline, chat? We also have some new mod commands. I'll hand those out to the mods. I keep forgetting to hand those out. But mods, you guys do have some commands that you can do that will make your job just a tiny bit easier. So you know, I need to move this over onto this screen. Why is chat so small? Hang on, I have to make chat bigger. I feel like our vision's getting worse. Our vision is definitely getting worse. That's too blown. Let's do terracotta. No? Light blue. And we can do white. I almost died going home today. Oh my god, are you okay? Why is our chat just as, like, in danger as us? Where do I want to build this? Maybe the inside. I like these colours together. I want to paint our room this colour. If we, like, own this house, I would totally paint our room this colour. Yes, I think. You know what, thinking is better than not, so I don't really have any, like, pictures that I'm referencing for this, if that makes sense. I'm just kind of, I need to put my phone off of vibrate. Because, there we go, it's just on silent now. Wind is not fun when you weigh kilograms. Oh my god, tell me about it. 4 kilograms, 45 kilograms. Wind is not fun at all. So, I was kind of thinking, I was getting really close to this bit. Why is our sensitivity so high? What's going on? So we have a private Twitter, right, chat? We have a private Twitter. Don't feel left out, chat, because it's only for our friends. So we're never gonna have it open to you, chat, either, because we are so. It's basically just the rawest of everything that happens with us, and that we do. I guess we'll build it by the other one. Nice. And so, I woke up to our private Twitter having sexy Squidward as our profile picture. I don't know what happened. But yeah, chat, I do not have a good memory, just so you know. My memory is absolute shit. And I blame My dissociative disorder. I blame my dissociative disorder quite heavily for it. I kind of want it to be like a naturalish kind of shape. It was interesting. Shh, don't question the priv, it's okay. I question the priv all the time. I'll wake up and I'll see some really random stuff and I'll be like, don't know what I missed, but okay. We're gonna pull a green, and we're not doing the back of this. We're pulling in a green. We're not doing the back. It kind of looks like titties. I need to turn down our music. I just realized our music is probably really loud. Let's turn that down just a teeny tiny bit. I'm going to steal doors. I do that in The Sims. I hear a sign chat. Please take care of yourself. I'll do that in The Sims. Rambo and I just spent a lot of time just messing around. That is so nice. Titties. You see it too? Do you see it too? It looks like boobies. Yeah, and I've seen some concerning tweets show up from another person's private account. I'm not gonna, like, out them. Automod, tits are okay to say. Thank you, Foxy. Automod, please. We can talk about tits in our chat. We like boobs here. I say, as a homosexual man. Chat, if you didn't know, Rumbu doesn't use pronouns or, like to be perceived as a gender. So if you're gonna talk about Ran, Cran, Rambubulus, those are all names we use for him. So they don't, Rambu doesn't like to be perceived as a gender. And I can't remember if Ran said anything about that on Twitter or not. Because they're kind of active on Twitter, but not really. Nightbot always hated you, and I always will. Nightbot, I always hated you, and I always will. Okay, our Nightbot's not as bad as it used to be. Nightbot used to just nay everyone for no fucking reason. Nightbot used to go, oh no, you spent too many caps in one message, bye. We've fixed Nightbot. Class time. Good luck. Good luck in class, don't die. Don't fall in. So what we're doing, by the way, chat, is we're building like a pond. And so what I want up here is I want this to be like about this tall, if that makes sense. I want there to be like a little pond and like a little waterfall here, down here. Kind of like in that area. I want there to be a waterfall. I'm trying to explain my like building ideas to you guys, so that way you understand what's going on. Have it. Hang on. Water. But yeah, so I want it to be roughly that height, and I want that to fall down. Part of me wants to loop this back around, if that makes sense, and do like copy and paste on the other side. This is gonna have a lot of input of you guys, chat, today. This build will, because it is for something important to me. But yeah, our memory is really bad. I keep going back to that memory thing, because I keep forgetting what I'm saying halfway through. And so then I'll be like, oh yeah, I need to finish my sentence. I want that. We need just a marker block for that. That's not gonna stay, that's just a marker block. Excuse me. I'm trying to figure out how I want this to go. Because like I said, I don't really have a planned out idea. I'm just winging it. I'm just going for it. I woke up today and I was like, I want to build a magical fairy pond. We just witnessed a murder. And so that's what I'm doing. I'm like, magical fairy pond, fuck it. I definitely do want that to be that high, so we can go and do that. Kind of like that, maybe. We're building this in bits and pieces. In chat, if you have anything you want to say about it, go for it. Go for it. I love your input. Your input's always very, very helpful to me, chat. Like I said, we're not building the back of it, so kind of like that is how I want the top pond to be. And there's gonna be a render block. That's not block. Diamond. Okay. There's gonna be like a waterfall here. Is the plan? So this is gonna be water. That's water, and this is gonna be water. I might like copy and paste a bit of this style, like bring it back up and around, make it kind of like a little incove. If you hear our heater, it was so cold when we woke up today. I don't know who turned it off, but someone turned off the heater, and so now it's on, and I'm like double blanky mode. Laptop, did you just die? Hello? Laptop? 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 Laptop's out of commission. Time to pull up chat on my phone. There you go. Laptop might come back one day. I can still see you, chat. Don't worry. I have you open my phone. But so yeah, I was thinking maybe we could like do it kind of like that, and bring the boobies a bit more like that, and have it to where you have to like go through another cave to exit the area. Like that. I don't know if any of this is making sense, chat. I'm trying to like tell you my thought process, and I'm not doing it too well. Sorry for not streaming yesterday. It looks nice. Thank you. Thank you. We're very much trying. Find out why that's okay. So that's. It doesn't make a lot of sense right now, but I promise it'll make sense eventually. That's kind of what I want to do. I kind of want it like a pond cave. I don't know if that makes sense or not. Does a pond cave make sense? Does that make sense, chat? Like that. We don't want it to be even. We're building this piece by piece together. Chat, what do you think of these building streams? Do you like these? Like, do you like building streams? Because we build a lot in Minecraft, if that's not obvious. We just kind of fuck around and build, even. Maybe. And so, if you like these, we'll definitely do way more of these. Also, sorry for not streaming yesterday. Toby was in front and was working on stuff. So, some TOS. My throat is like really dry. I haven't done this much talking in a while. So, can I talk about DID things to you, chat, please? Is that... okay. I know a lot of our chat are singlets, and that's A-okay. We love you guys just as much as we love the systems in our chat. But there's, like, system stuff I want to talk about. And I want to make sure, like, chat is like, oh, yes, A-okay. Woo. I need to make a system command. Like DID OSDD command, so that way you can like do exclamation mark that, and you'll be able to like say someone shows up in chat that they don't understand what the system is. You can do that, and it can give them like resources and stuff. Chat, would you be willing to help us out with singlets like that? We love you, our main chatters. We also want to do some sort of like, I don't know. There's so much going on. And I don't know if I'm allowed to talk to you guys about it or not. Because Bowtie manages some of it. So Bowtie, right, is a manager for a lot of things nowadays. Just Bo does managing stuff. And can you explain that again? I'm lost. Which bit? I just said so much stuff that I'm also now confused. If you can tell me which bit that you are lost on, I'll be down to attempt to explain better. Because I just talked about like 4 things at once. I need to stop doing that. I changed topic way too fast. The seam line things. Oh, system things. So we're you spell it like this. Oh, sorry, I have caps on. I'm so sorry. I didn't mean to have caps on. I didn't realize my caps lock was on. That's how you spell it. So, we're an OSDD B system. And, systems are... Yes, that. I don't have got good hearing. That's A-okay. We love you. If one day we can learn how to do, like, a closed captioning thing while live, I would love that. That sounds like such a fun thing. But, system. So, we're an OSDD system. Meaning that... Wait, do you know what OSDD is? And DID? Do you know what those things are? I like that. Oh! Can I go up, please? Cocoa crouch. Kind of like that, so I want. Yeah. Yeah, that's kind of what I want. Open source translation database. No. OSDD is other specified dissociative disorder, and DID is dissociative identity disorder. There's a little cue card in our about page know a little about that tells you a bit more about it. It will tell you a bit more about that. And we have that. So, essentially, there's a bunch of us living in one body. We're not gonna share a full alt account because that's a need to know basis, chat. So please respect that. And don't ask about our trauma or anything like that. But the ID in OSDD is formed when a child goes through so much repeated and extreme trauma that their personality physically cannot form. Your brain is under so much stress, it's unable to form a personality. And one of the things they thought it was before recent research was that your personality shattered. But instead, what we think it is now is that it never formed to begin with, and this usually forms from the age 0 to 8 or 9 if you're pushing it. There's not really a for sure complete age that it caps. You gain my respect. Oh, that's good. I'm glad we have your respect. And so essentially when we were a baby, we went through a lot of trauma, and not all of us even know it's trauma. I don't actually know. That doesn't sound fun. It is not fun. We don't talk about our disorder, the dark parts of it a lot, because we want to bring positivity to it. Rather, I'm getting kind of shaky, chat, because I'm not used to talking to chat about this. I'm used to just going Twitter. I'm used to having a screen between us and not having a chat to talk to. And Cranberry's sitting here I'm gonna fight people. But so we have that. So we don't have a core personality, if that makes sense. There isn't. So as you are, you're a whole person. You're a complete person, if that makes sense. For us, there's a bunch of us. Our personality is a bunch of us, and we all work together to try and function, and we have things like amnesia. We have a lot of amnesia, actually. It's really bad. And so that's why our streams are so awfully timed. I'm so sorry. And we have alters. Alters are considered in just a lot of places consider it a part of yourself. So I'm an alter. I'm not Spleef Live the person. I'm an alter. Spleef is just a catch-all name for us that you guys can use if you don't know who's fronting, and that's a-okay. If you don't know. Rambu's an alter. They're in the front space right now. And you can front, meaning you're the one controlling the body. So you're the one here. And I'm fronting right now, and I'm fronting alone. I think. Don't quote me on that. So you can have someone who's fronting, like I am, and we control the body. And dissociative. Oh well, now everything makes more sense. Yeah. And a big part of dissociative identity disorder in OSDD is you don't know you have the disorder. Your brain did what it needed to, thinking that you need for you to survive in your circumstances, and a lot of times that includes not knowing you have the disorder, because your brain is wow, that was traumatic. You don't need to know about this anymore. And it can do that with things still with us. It does that a lot with me, because it's no, you act as host, you don't get anything. And I'm please, I want to function. Please, I want to know the inner secrets. But, so, and, it's a really covert disorder. A lot of times. There are overt systems, don't get me wrong, and overt systems are just as valid as covert systems. And there's sirens, I'm so sorry, chat, please be careful. I don't know why there's so many sirens today. Now I'm just babbling about other sort of. Well, the brain is smart for doing that, I guess. It really is. It's crazy in like a positive way when I say crazy. How your brain. Sorry, I'm trying to like get our legs. If you don't know, we have scoliosis. That's a whole nother tangent. We have like scoliosis, so it can get really uncomfortable for us to sit in one place. So I'll have to like stop playing to shift. I do it all the time when like just sitting here tatting. The break, yeah, it does work in many ways, and even with singlets. The term singlet, by the way, is for just people like you. We would be called a system usually. You would be called a singlet because you're a singular person. So singlets can also have that sort of scoliosis. Not I had a family member who had it. Yeah, thankfully ours isn't awful. Like we can still function without the brace. We probably need a brace, but yeah, it isn't fun. Our binder, you can like see our back curves because we're an AFAB body with a lot of male authors, so a lot of us wear a binder. And you can see in the binder, like the elastic of it, where our back curves. And like standing in the mirror, a full body mirror, if we just stand naturally, how like we would, you can see the curve in our side, like from our back curving. It's interesting to me to look at. That sounds weird. But back on DID. We don't talk about much on our channel, like actual DID stuff. Because, I mean, I'm mostly scared too. I'm like, I really shouldn't be because it's a part of who I am, really. So what if we, by the way, chat, what if we put another pond up here and like another waterfall? Well, I'm very interested in this now. Yeah, there's little cue cards and there's a, link there. There's a link in there that we trust about OSDD and ID that we trust. Where is there? I'm so sorry. Our about page. So if you go to a little about thingy, it will tell you about it. It looks like. Let me pull it up so that way I can like be sure I know what it looks like. Yeah, you go to about. It says OSDD1B. What is OSDD? And if you click on the card, it should take you to a link that we trust. So you can do that. So yeah, and what was I talking about? I've completely lost my train of thought. So I was thinking, by the way, chat, what if we, instead of turning this into just little pond, we turn like most of this into pond, like into rip the titties. So what if we did that instead? But why are you talking about that? I can hear you. Fuck off. Yeah, if you want to know more, like, I really want to talk about DID things and OSDD things on the stream because it's a big part of our life, right? I'll be reading that tonight. Yeah. I want to make a command so that way if we get new chatters that are regular chatters know, hey, the system command like DID or something like that. And so that way new chatters can like click on those trusted resources as well and get like a brief synopsis of what it is. Hi. Hang on, I need to update assembly plural. Is it so like? Is it okay if I Yeah. Is it okay if I what should I call it? Just like talk about those kind of things on stream as well. I mean, it's my stream. I can talk about whatever I want. I want to make sure chat's like comfortable. It's okay, Split. Oh, thank you. I want to figure out how to. It's your stream. Yeah, thank you. I want to try and figure out how to. I also want to talk about like stream things. I don't know if that makes sense, but like, what's the word for it? Stream things. I want to talk about like stuff that No, we're not turning that on. I hate that. Just stuff that we do for stream. Because I realize that's another thing that's never fucking talked about. Like, what someone does for the stream. Like, how to set up OBS. How, we're not the best at that. OBS is an absolute scuffed mess, don't get me wrong. I kind of really like that style. And then we have OBS killed me, I swear. It is so confusing to be a new streamer. Like, stream elements was so hard to figure out when we first started. For the longest time we had, for like our starting Zoom screen and stuff, just plain picture. We didn't even have stream elements. Yeah, it is. It's a real mess. And there's like a lot of tutorials online are like, well, you already know how to do this. No, we did not know how to do this. That's why we're looking at you to help us learn how to do this. And a lot of streamers, we've noticed, go about streaming with don't teach new people how to stream because then it oversaturates an already oversaturated thing. But if someone finds enjoyment in streaming, I feel like they should be able to do it because we absolutely love what we're doing. We don't make any money off of it, but we love it, and it's a lot of fun. So it's like, I don't know, Twitch and just content creation in general is so toxic to beginners, in my opinion. That's just my wholehearted opinion right there. Woo! Lovejoy! So I was kind of thinking like that. Those both would be ponds, and there could be like a little lake that connects the ponds. And maybe like through these little walls here, there could be like little streams. Does that make sense? Or it can be a sea. I was thinking about that. I was really thinking about that. So what this is for is potentially a starting place for an SMP. We have 2 SMPs we're really looking at doing, like creating. TOS obviously is one of them, and another one is solely for those with PID and OSDD. So yeah. And we kind of want to use this as a starting place. We're thinking like making like a cave over here, and you like spawn in the cave. You go through this wall, you walk through the water, and there's like little stepping stones and stuff. And then you walk through this cave out into the regular stuff. Life by the Sea. It would be a nice starting place. We can play Life by the Sea if you want. I do not mind. I absolutely love Life by the Sea. It's such a good song. I'm so excited for Tubbo's writing another song. No, come on, and so that is so true. We are listening to some Lovejoy right now. I've been learning knee deep at ATP. Always was eventually. That is so true. I've been learning knee deep at ATP, and oh my gosh, it's been so much fun. So, what, bestie? Hey, bestie. But yeah, and I know we're like working on stuff for like singlets to ask questions and stuff, and other systems to like say questions and like tell about their inner worlds and things like that. Because I feel it's very important to have more discourse about us. I feel that's just very important because there's not really any. You know? There's like no positive representation either for us in media. And that's something I want to talk about a lot too. But I'm scared like heavy topics will scare chatters away and stuff is what I've been told. But like, this is our life, you know? It's our life. This is what we experience on a day-to-day basis. And being a positive representation for those of us, I'll make them stay. Let's go. Let's go. Like, being a positive representation for dissociative identity disorders. I've realised it's more than just being like, ooh, I'm happy all the time. We really need to show parts of us that are like more vulnerable at the same time. Like, obviously we're gonna have like a limit of what kind of questions you can ask. Obviously we don't want people asking like, oh well, if you're this kind of system, that means you went through this. We don't want that in chat. We don't want those kind of things in chat. Because that's kind of like an invasion of privacy. You wouldn't walk up to someone with PTSD and go, so what made you have PTSD? Because that's what DID and OSDD is. It's a trauma disorder. PTSD is on the same graph as them. It's just not as severe, if that makes sense. Like, the dissociation part of it. The dissociation part of PTSD isn't as severe as the dissociation part of DID and OSDD. I feel like that's very important to, like, just be talked about. Like, our amnesia, and we'll wake up not knowing who we are. We'll just forget we exist as a person. PTSD is something really terrifying. Yeah, it really is. As someone with it, it really is. It's hard. And, we'll, like, wake up not knowing who we are. We'll forget we exist all the time. Like, we'll be on phone calls with people and blip. We'll just, like, boop, no more thought. Sorry, you don't get to think anymore. No thought. I was thinking like that, kind of like a little stream that, like, connects them. We can like wind this out just a little bit more. This has turned into an educational stream. I'm okay with that. I'm scared of thinking about amnesia. It is a scary thing. It's a really scary thing to deal with. As someone who deals with a lot of it, like, every day we find out something new. We find out, you did this with us, and I don't remember it. I don't even know what happened yesterday, because I wasn't in front. Those aren't my memories. I have no idea what went on yesterday, other than what I've been told. So it's like, you get a lot of people going like, oh, we've met before, and I'm like, I haven't met you. You've met someone else that shares my body, but I haven't met you. And it's a lot to deal with, honestly. It's really hard. So little therapists and psychiatrists know about it enough to like help you, because we're currently on the hunt for a therapist that can help us like work through everything. We haven't had one for a couple of years. The last one told us when we mentioned having voices that we could hear before we had better communication between us. They told us if we're not failing arguments with the voices, then it's not a problem. We were told that by a professional. And that's the kind of help that people with this disorder get. There are no voices. Yeah, that's really what they are. That's what here in other altars being Kokon in the front space, or fronting even with you, is. Their voices. Because I can't look inside. I know what a front space looks like because I've been Kokon in the front space. But I can't currently really look inside to see. I have to be like heavily dissociated to see that. I just choked on nothing. We do that all the time. We choke on absolutely nothing. That was really random. Probably TMI too. But like, we'll be eating food and we'll just start choking. And it's like, gag reflex, excuse me, do your fucking job. Please, I'm trying not to die here. It's like, no. Like, the other night, I was talking to Foxy, and I was eating food, and I'm like, I'm choking right now. I was so calm about it, because I'm so used to it at this point. I formed, and it's like, the body was just like, okay. Yeah, you know, you're just gonna choke on air quite a bit, so I'm like, okay, this is nice. I'm used to this by now. Maybe we could have it like a stream on one side that connects the two, and have like mushrooms and trees and stuff. That was really random. But yeah, with a lot of times DID and OCD manifest as just voices, especially in the beginning of figuring out you have this disorder. Because the purpose of this disorder is to make it so you don't remember your trauma. So, there's like, even for us, we have quite a bit of good communication, a lot of us do, but we know there's alters we've never met. We know they exist. We know they're like, that reminds me of British person getting stabbed and not caring about it. Same type beat, yeah. We're just so used to it, it's like, okay. One of these days we're gonna like actually be seriously choking and we're like, oh yeah, we're used to this by now. I don't know what causes it. Like, I don't know why our body is just like, no, I'm not gonna function properly, sorry. But it doesn't. We've been able to swallow someone's entire hand before. I didn't do that, someone else did that. But I know this because it's like a fun fact within the system. A little inside joke. It's lazy. Our body is lazy. It's like, nah. Gonna cut corners. It's like security breach. Swallow. Yeah, we got it like to the like beefiest part of the hand, right before your wrist, like where your thumb is. We got it like all the way down to there. I don't know why we did it. All I remember is that we did that. So, don't ask what the lead up was to that. I don't know. So, it's just something that who DM'd me. Hello. It's me. It's May. Okay. I'm doing the chatting. Wait, what? That's impossible. How did you... With this song that makes it so ominous. I don't know how we did it. If I'm gonna be real with you. I don't remember the lead up to it either. I wasn't even informed when this happened. This was a couple of years ago. I'm trying to swallow my hand now. Yeah, our body is weird. Our body functions really funky. It's kind of like an arrow. Here we go out that way. Yeah, we did. Oh, you haven't seen me yet. It's like, wait, what do you mean? Confused. Confused Tom noises. I'm magic. Yeah, pretty much. We're like just magical like that. Our body does a lot of weird things. Speaking of our body doing weird stuff, I was stretching earlier before stream, and we have like this little group chat. There's like a glass thing, and I was stretching, and when I stretch, like our arm like bumps up at our elbow. It's funny. Okay. I want to get started on this bit down here. So we're gonna get started on down here. Pretty much, yeah, just magical. Hi, Mum. Yeah. There's so much I want to talk to you guys about. Like I was saying earlier, we have a lot of stuff going on behind the scenes right now, but I don't know what I can or can't talk about, which is really funny. Because Bowtie is like the manager of it. Bowtie manages everything really for us. Okay. Bowtie like manages stuff for us, right? I want stepping stones to like. So you come up this one, right, from the cave. So you go boop, 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 kinda. You go boop, boop. Have a little stepping stone over there. Have one over here. That. Boop, boop, boop. Yeah, kind of like that. I like that. Okay. So those are gonna be stepping stones. Yeah, it's like weird stuff. But so Bowtie manages everything, like I was saying. And we have stuff going on behind the scenes. A lot of fun stuff. And, no. Had ice cream. I'll tell that to the ice cream. I'm not. You're a liar. You're a liar. Lying. But, sorry, I got distracted because I was being talked to. Yeah. There's just so much we have going on. And like I said, Crown is currently redoing our, overlays. Yeah, that's what they're called. Overlays. Crown is currently redoing those. Who's DMing me? And, that's really fun. So right now, some things that we want to add to our overlay to like check out might be scuff. And they're so cute. You guys genuinely aren't ready for that. And we're gonna have a BRB screen. Like a proper BRB screen. And it's gonna be really cute. I've seen it. It's so amazing. Crown is such a cool digital artist, let me tell you. Crown is like just a genuinely really good digital artist, and I really like it. What I'm doing right now, by the way, chat, is I'm trying to like discuss how we're I just spaced out. How we're I'm really struggling to put thought together. I'm like struggling to string thought to word. So be patient with me. I'm so sorry, chat, but like be patient. I'm working on detailing down here. So like things like stone that what I'm doing is I'm laying it out with stone. So what we did was we used the emerald block to mark out where we wanted the cave entrances to go. And the wood blocks are just like a temporary thing. And that just shows kind of where we want the stepping stones and stuff to go. The dirt, all this like dirt, is gonna eventually get changed into other blocks. The dirt is like a massive placeholder block, kind of like how the stone is. So we're gonna put like cobblestone, mossy stone, andesite, gravel, concrete powder even into like these bits here to like give it more detail. So right now it looks very Minecrafty. By the end of this, it's gonna look more fluid, if that makes sense. I don't know if fluid's the right word for it. Woo, Lancer. And a lot of places the stone are gonna be is where there's gonna be more water. So if you're thinking about like a riverbed, there's rocks and sand and stuff, usually, rather than like mud and dirt and grass on riverbeds. So these places where we'll have stone, we're gonna have maybe like a little waterfall trickling down to here, and there's gonna be another waterfall like trickling out to here, and there's gonna be just a bit more water up here. Kind of stuff. I'll be right back, chat. I need you guys to just vibe. So I need to use the restroom, and I'll be right back. Any song requests to play while I be right back. Any song requests? I think I'm gonna start doing that more too. It has to be non-DMCA. Like, non-DMCA song request. Let's give you guys a jam to listen to. An absolute jam. We can do Captain Skull. Okay. And we'll have turn back turn. Okay. I will be right back. And like less than a minute, chat. But we have plenty of music queued, so that way you guys can absolutely jam. Well, I'm gone. I'll be right back.
Take a chance on the tides. They
Another crazy journey, another chance to go and change the past. But I know how the story will go, 'cause all these legends I carry with me, all these lifetimes that only I see, I'm taken to this place in between, where I've been and where I'll be. Turn back time, gonna hit rewind and find that all these memories, discoveries, these fantasies, they stay with me. Turn back time,
Chat. I'm back. Thank you. I just want to know. I'm talking to Big Crime. Sorry, chat. I need to change my overlays. I almost forgot. We are back and doing the stream. Did I turn down music? Yeah. Let's turn it down just a little bit more. There we go. Because I don't want it to be overpowering of us. We have to turn us. If it's still too loud, let me know. We're gonna actually also do what? Okay. Yeah. I don't want this to be a rock. I like a rocky clip face. Let's go. I need to get comfy. I can't just properly sit in my chair or else it hurts. We need a better chair. That's what we're doing. We're like saving up to get a better chair. Okay. So. I think I like that. I think I'll also make that stone. Let's make some of this bed stone too. Kind of like that, maybe? My knees. Sorry that took so long, chat, by the way. Also, we moved down a follower goal. Wilbur. You guys, Wilbur is so cool. Can I tell you about Will? You know what? I'm gonna tell you, chat, about Will. Oh no. is so cool. Like, chat, you have no idea. And when I say Wilbur, I mean like a Wilbur I know. Not like content creator. Content creator Wilbur is also really cool, but this Wilbur is even cooler. I do make the rules, and that's the rule. They're cooler. They're just so cool. Will is so cool. I want to be like Will when I grow up. Because Will's just really... I want to write songs one day. And like make and play the guitar and make people happy with it like he does. And Will's just really cool. Biggest Wilbur fan. Wilbur's big crime, by the way. And I'm little crime. I'll focus a bit more on that later. I want to focus down here first. So let's get some andesite. Cobble, gravel. Let's do some sand too. Rooted. Hi, Mars. Course. There we go. Alright. So, what I'm doing right now, chat, is I'm just, like I said, I'm just texturing it. Adding basic textures to more stuff down here. If that makes sense, any? So we're just adding little details until we get to like the super big details. So all this down here isn't gonna be grass or yeah, it's not gonna be like grass and stuff. It's gonna be proper dirt and mud. So you have to add in the mud. No? I love having rooted dirt now because it looks like there's little rocks and stuff in it, like different kinds of rocks. And it's super cool. I'm getting spam. Okay. I know who's spamming. It's not Wilbur, so I don't care. I don't care enough to answer it on the stream. There's just people chatting in TOS. Because before we just had coursed it. And like, it was good. But having rooted it. Look at these three next to each other. Those are all, it's such a nice blend. Oh my god, I'm about to meet this server again. This happens every time I stream. Alright, they get muted. Mute server. It's muted. No more spam. If you guys are wondering why I leave my... Because when you boot up OBS, Discord will immediately put you into something called streamer mode, which is fun and nice and dandy. But we leave ours off, like we'll manually turn it off, because well, we have friends, and sometimes they need us for really important stuff. So we like to have that be an option for them. To be able to like DM us and talk to us if they need us, even if we're streaming. Because we care about them, you know? Like, we care about our friends, so... Oh my gosh. A Wilbur! Sorry, chat. It was Wilbur. Wilbur priority. But yeah, there's so much to just talk about and do. There we go. My ear just. So yeah, I really like that. I feel like this would be gravel rather than dirt. Maybe like coarse dirt at the top here. Rooted dirt. Oh. Kind of like that, maybe? I feel like it would look more like that, yeah? And so, with all these bits that are just dirt, yeah, I'm gonna go through and I'm gonna change them to coarse dirt and rooted dirt. And even some like bits up here are gonna become dirt. Because I want them to like break it up, I guess. And we'll get some like path blocks into here later too. So, because we don't want everything to be uniform and Minecrafty looking. And up here is gonna be mostly dirt and like sand and gravel. Because, well, it is the top pond. And so it's gonna like be more sandy. Because down here is deeper stuff, so this is gonna be more rocky. Like an ocean. And up here is higher, so it's gonna be more sand. Kinda like have sediment layers. Is what I'm going for. So that's kinda what's going on, chat. Chat, if you like these kinds of streams, seriously though, let me know. I like doing them. It's a lot of fun for me. If you like me explaining what I'm doing, or if you'd rather me just sit here and chat about random stuff, whatever, just let me know. You can tell me in chat, you can tweet at me, you can comment on TikToks and stuff about it. Twitter is the best place to reach us though. So, now that we've gotten that far, we do want them to decide moss, proper moss, and then some mossy cobble, and then moss path. Now what we're gonna do is we're just gonna go through and break up the stone. Mossy is really good to use around wet areas, because that's where moss grows a lot. So if you want things that are a bit more like proper the right way, I don't know. Mossy is definitely a good way to go, because it just makes it look a tad bit more lively, like alive. And you can use like little bits of bricks to make it seem like people have been there and are like actively visiting this place. Like bricks have washed into it. Little tips. And the higher up you go, like over here, you're gonna want more cobbly stuff, kind of like that. More andesite rather than mossy. And it's completely okay to go back and redo things in streaming. Who is spamming me? Oh my god, Wilbur! We haven't heard this one on stream either. Also, chat. I'd like to know what music you guys like. Feel free to tell us what songs you like hearing on here. If you don't like a song, feel free to let us know. Doesn't mean we'll change it. Like, don't think that means we'll change it. But we do like your input, and we do value it. Value your input, and we'll definitely like bring it into consideration. I wish we had a more powerful PC. I need that to remember that. Because if we had a more powerful PC, I would love to play FNAF Security Breach. It looks like so much fun. Like, it's so buggy. Just watching other people's playthroughs of it, I'm like, damn. Was that game play tested? Question mark. Probably not. But it's, I don't know, it's so... Alright. So, we need to figure out how high we want this water to go. That's what we're gonna do. So, I feel like up to there is a good bit of water. So, we know we need our stepping stones to go up to here. Okay. Step. Star. What? Confused. And while I have these, I want to work on this a bit too. Okay. We'll definitely work on the cave just a teeny bit more in a moment. I'm back, everything decided to die for some reason. Welcome back! Didn't miss much. I've just been talking about building. Just explaining building, really getting into it and answering spam. Let us appreciate it. Good job, Queen. That's some cool Queen shit. There we go. Welcome back, by the way. This is where we're at with it. We're working on stepping stones. I don't know how far you were. We're working on stepping stones and the cave entrances, making them a bit better. I want that to be wider. Ooh, stepping stones, yeah! We got the dirt texture. I was explaining like how I want it to function. Am I really... What the heck? Okay. They are. Okay. Hang on, chat. I need to update a Simpsons photo. No. Oh, I can't hear you. Gonna sob. Thank you, Will. Meow. Oh, me and Wilbur. The other Wilbur. The Wilbur that I keep causing Nancy DMs from. That was probably Wilbur. Speaking of him. We're working on answering question stuff. Like, getting stuff so that way we can answer questions. I just realized I never tweeted that I was live. I just fucking went live. Let me tell all them. Chat, let me tell Twitter. Oh my god. Oh my god. Live, I have been for an hour. I just forgot. Please, I'm sorry. I feel so bad. Twitch.tv. Oh yeah. Questions. Do you mind asking Wilbur a part of you, or depends on which Wilbur. Depends on which one, because we have a lot of Wilburs. That is something that happens with systems. You can get like double up Baltas, and we have like 4, 5 Wilburs. I blame content creator Wilbur for making so many burst zoners, and our brain just went, we need you to survive, and so now we have Wilbur. But the Wilbur I was saying thank you to is a part of us. They're a gatekeeper, so a lot of Wilburs exist. Yes. The Wilbur I was saying thank you to is a gatekeeper within our system, and they help us with our communication between those in front space a lot, and can help like control who has the front. So say if someone's being rowdy in front, it's Wilbur's job to help us get them out of front, so that way we can fix what's going on. You know, that's what Will does. One of them in our system. Gatekeeper is a word I love, and now I'm interested in that Wilbur now. Yeah, Will, you'll see them a lot on our social media. A bit, just like doing updates. Say when the body was really sick, Will went and put out an update, just being like, "Hey, the body's sick. That's what's going on." They help moderate that kind of stuff too a lot. Is what they do. And Will was letting me know someone else is fronting with us. I can't hear them. I can't hear them. There's different like levels of communication. So me and Will, we have really good communication. We can almost always talk to each other when we're both co-con with fronting. We can almost always hear each other and communicate. So that happens a lot with us. And then there's people with awful communication, like Bill, Zoe, and Rambo. They have the worst communication I've ever seen. Like, they barely are able to talk to each other, even just co-con. And sometimes, even in the inner world, they can't, like, communicate. They have really bad communication. Me and Toby, we have really good communication. In fact, our communication is so good that we can both be fronting and function together as a whole person. So, and Toby and his boyfriend Rumbu, they both have really good communication. I like the names of personalities. Thank you. They're more than just personalities. I understand you're new to DID and OCD. What am I looking for? Wolf. I'm looking for wolves. I understand you're new to DID and OCD, but we are more than just personalities of each other. We are our own individuals. And a lot of us, because the body is autistic, it's an easy way. I would be really careful of saying that because it's not a really necessarily nice way to say it. Try, yeah. It's just not as nice. It's not really a nice thing to say. It's like looking at your sister, if you have a sister, and going, that part, that's just you, but different font. You know? That's kind of what it's like, if that makes sense. I don't know. I understand you're new to it, and so you're still learning. Well, you just found out about it today, but just so you know, future reference. Yeah? I really like that. That's not what's going on. That's okay. There we go. Nice. That one should just be a stair. Kind of like a washed up one. That makes sense. Yeah. But we'll. What? Yeah. There's different levels of communication between us. That happened. And so it's. Who is spamming me? Oh, what am I doing? What's what we're doing? Okay. Well, please. I'm live. That Wilbur is a different Wilbur. They're part of a different system. And I'm not going to talk too much about them because that's their own system. They're their own person. They share what they want to. And if they want to share it, they can always come onto stream and share it. Yeah. I've kind of adopted that Will as a big brother. That is just big brother. I do that a lot. I'll look at a Wilbur and I'll go, brother. I just go, new brother unlocked. Let's go. Yay, adoptions. Exactly. Toby does the same thing. It's okay. Toby does the same thing with father figures. Toby goes, new father figure unlocked. It's really funny. We're both like, we are just teenagers. Please give us attention. Yeah, it's nice. In my opinion, adoption's always good because that means you're wanted. I don't understand that when people go, "Oh, you're adopted," as an insult. Like, yeah, their parents went through a lot of shit then to get them. Means the parents really wanted them. That's what it means. My parents was like, "I want this child." And oh, what we're doing right now is we're just breaking up the stones and stuff. That's what's going on. We're just adding details and depth to the block of the build. Somebody wanted me and like who I am as a person. How is that an insult? Exactly. Like, how is that an insult? I don't. Some people are so mean, and for what reason? You know, for what reason? Why are you so mean? Go outside. Go experience love. Some people, I just don't understand them, if I'm gonna be real with you. Like, okay. If Twitter was a person, it would be that type of person. Yeah, it really would be. Like Twitter, okay, our home timeline, like our timelines aren't that bad, but we've also been on Twitter on one of them for over a year. We've like been here for over a year, and we've been weeding out that kind of person for over a year. So ours is good because we've made it good. And then our Proof TL's pretty okay too. We've had to mute some people on Proof. Weed. Druggers. Yeah, you know, like when you weed a garden, you like pluck all the like bad plants and grass and stuff. Yeah, it's the same kind of thing, pretty much. I'm not speaking of marijuana. English ain't my strong side. That is a-okay. The only language I know is English, and I still can't speak it worth a damn. Yeah. You're really chattertive today. Did you run out of books? Go to your grandma chair. Go back to your grandma chair. Look at that. Who is spamming me? Well, there's just been working on stuff. Okay. Well, so like I said, spamming. I wish it was. Spamming is not nice unless it's an emergency. That's true. Will's just working on stuff in Discord. So I mean, I don't really care about if someone's spamming me. Oh, I don't want pudding. I really don't care about spamming because I spam people a lot here. But I make sure it's okay with them that I can spam them first, if that makes sense. I promise this will make sense in a moment. This is like a placeholder block, if that makes, like, I need a block to place gravity block on. For me, it depends on what they spam. Yeah, for me too. A lot of times my brain goes really, really fast, and so like I can't like I have to so you know how I talk fast? I talk really fast a lot. My brain, that I talk at the speed my brain does, and it can be really hard to type slower and like in big messages for me. And so I usually like send 3 or 4 messages at once, which would be a whole message. That's how I like text my friends and stuff. And that's just because my brain's like, how about I don't function at a normal speed? Sorry, mate. Why? Mouse, did you actually die? Yeah, faster than even in Rap God. Probably. My brain just doesn't slow down, is what happens. I just don't slow down, and so then I just talk really, really fast. I just talk at the speed my brain goes. If people don't like it, that's okay. They can turn off the stream. Motherfucking sleep snack. Well, there's one good thing about that. What do you mean? Brain not function. 4-4 error. That's my brain at all times. A 404 error is error. You know those people who talk fast in auctions? Yes, I do. I could be one of those if I tried. I talk that fast. On a daily basis. ADHD friendly stream, yeah. Yeah, I'm gonna have to mute this Discord. Mute it. Send picture. Hi bestie. Hey bestie, send me a picture. I haven't seen it. And I can go check it right now because chat doesn't know what's going on. I have a break between class. Hey bestie. VIP mod. So if you're really cool, you know that? Thank you so much. I try to be a nice vibey person. I don't succeed all the time, but that's okay. I really want these to be like sandy ponds, if that makes sense. All of you are actually. Oh, thank you. I don't want to listen to this song, so I'm changing the song real quick, chat. I decided it's yay, break between classes, yes. Foxy wants to be a lawyer. But right now they're a Minecraft streamer. Lawyer to Minecraft streamer pipeline is weird. I really like that. So it makes sense for like there to be like sort of sandier patches right here near it, like stuff that's got sprayed along the edges. Lemma, what a rose. Don't worry. We used to be an AP student in college classes in high school. And now we're a Minecraft streamer as well. We dropped out. We're just as bad, don't worry. I really want to take criminal justice classes one day, just to learn about like how this system works, because I really like criminal psychology. That's random, but you know. Or maybe it's just my inner sneak snags. Sneak snags? Sneak. Do you see what are your pronouns? I'm pretty sure they use any. What are your pronouns, bestie? In chat. We're gonna watch murder. Murder. Yum. Yum. If you do exclamation mark pronouns, you can get a list of all of the pronouns. We have that. We have a lot of fun little commands. Was that you, folks? It's keyboard spam, my friend. Keyboard smash. I really like game OSTs and like songs with no lyrics in them. Like I will unironically listen to songs that are game OSTs. So I don't know if I want to bring this down one more, or if I want to fill it up as the entire 50 minutes. um. So do we want it to be down on this layer, one more, or do we want? I feel like no. I feel like I want it this layer because it's supposed to be a shallow pond that's like spilling over. So it's supposed to be spilling over here, kind of like that. I'm having a hard time figuring out how to use pronouns, so I don't know why. You said English isn't your first language, right? Brain.exe stopped working. If you'd like, if I can remember, it wasn't a link. It's okay. You're fine. I trust you to be a good, respectable chatter. You've given me no reason not to, so I trust you. Ah. Okay. I am getting, stop recording. 7 side. I am getting some help with stuff real quick. Yep. And I have to go check something. That should. I have to check something with the chat. I don't know if it did what it was supposed to do. So. Do you want to take some medicine? Okay. That's okay, I'm checking something. Sorry, Phil, for breaking our stream. I'm back. I banished my voices. That's good. I just got some crushing news. Really sad. Really, really sad. Sad news. No, what happened? So we have an audience SMP server, and we've been like working on stuff for it for about 2 months now. TOS. Some stuff happened with the first one, so we're working on revamping it. We're gonna move it to 1.18 and stuff. And I found a seed that I really, really liked. That I really, really liked. And I was like, this is a great seed. No, nothing got corrupted. It's just, it was on 1.17 and no one was really playing on it. And we found a better hosting for the server, so we're like switching hostings and stuff too. But big streamers who also stream Minecraft are using the same seed. So, and it's really sad because we have like the server and stuff already up and stuff. Like we already have the server and everything already up, and we've been like working on them. Boundaries and things like with how we want to do things, and getting the server to work properly. Because some issues happened with the hosting a little while ago, and so we've been like working on getting those fixed. And we've just informed that big popular streamers are using the same seed, and it makes me sad because like we're gonna get called copycats now, and I'm like, well, it's we'll figure something out. We might change seeds then. We have another seed that's a backup seed, and we have it's okay. It's okay. I don't stay sad for long because I'm an optimist. That's my role actually in the system, as I'm supposed to be the happy one. I have to answer DMs from friends that are lurking that are like, I'm worried about you, you said you're sad. That just means what it really means is it's gonna delay the start of TOS. I can show. Would you guys like to see Source in its TOS seed, because we have it, not the TOS seed, but the Origins SMP seed. But I'm everything but an optimist, sadly. That is okay. Would you guys like to see Source in its Origins SMP seed? Because we have it. We're not using it anymore, so like I don't mind showing it to you guys. Would you like to see it? I found that really funny. We have the seed. Oh yeah, that'd be pretty cool. Okay, little break. Playing a player. This is a seed. This is what it looks like. There's a big pond down here in the middle. It's really cool. It's a really nice seed. Our plan was to have it so everyone like kind of lived inside the mountain range. Here. Yeah, it's so pretty. It's just a giant mountain range with a pond in the middle. And there's like caves and stuff down here in the pond. Check this out. See? There's like caves and stuff down here, and they pop into other caves. They really are pretty. They're so nice. And there's like more little caves and stuff down here. I hope Nikki lives in this. It's really cool. It's really nice. It's a nice seed. I know why, like, I see why they used it. It's just kind of sad. And, yeah, there's like a bunch of really big caves. I think there's some on this side. Yeah, there's some massive caves. Please send me seed, please, I beg. We're not using this seed anymore. We've changed seed. Seed. That's the seed if you guys want it. I'm a mod. You've been a mod. And today was the first message you've ever sent, bestie. That's the seed if you want it. It's really cool. It's a nice seed. I really like it. Yay. Yay seed. Yes, yay seed. I don't know. You asked me to give you mod. And somewhere on one of these sites, I don't normally talk about them. Yeah, and there's like a jungle really close by. I really like the CPs at all the biomes that were close by. The giant splooshy thingy in the middle. There's a village right here too. Yeah, B plays a lot of Valorant. It's a nice seed. I see why they used it. Little heartbreaking that they got to it first. But it's okay. We'll find a different one. Because we were going to use this seed for our Origins SMP. For TOS. That's okay. Back to going. I just find it funny that Sauce in it also used this seed. Well, it's trigger word for me, I don't know why. Oh no, I'm so sorry. Please take care of yourself, friend. Okay, I woke up, I was super cold, and now I'm super hot. Fuck. Big stretch. What time is it? It's 2 PM. Nice, nice. I know B's cool. Yeah. B is super cool. I wouldn't be mad at B for playing that. Yeah. B plays a lot of Valorant. It's really funny. Yeah. Yeah, I am. Hey. Oh no, we've given B too much of an ego boost. slash day. Yeah. I need to change how I'm sitting. But I'd be mad at the game itself because of the bigger cash grab than CSGO skin crates. I wouldn't know. We don't play shooty game. We try to stay away from shooty games because gunshot sounds can be really triggering for a lot of us. So we tend to try and stay away from it. I really like this little like pun design. I like how it connects over here. Well, that's not fun in this generation of games. Yeah. That's okay though. It's sad when we have to miss out on like streamers we're hyper fixated on. Everything is a shooter now. Yeah, almost everything is an FPS now. It's sad, but we cope. We have Minecraft in The Sims. We play a lot of The Sims off game. It's great. I'm making a game for you. Oh, you don't have to, big man. Games can be hard to make. I've looked at making games before, and they take so much to do. It's really cool. kind of like that. Like, come in this part, be like sandy. Like a sandy beach. Well, I got 5 years of Unity, so why not use it then? That is true. If you make it non-TOS, I'll play it on stream. Just make sure it's safe to play on Twitch. We've been looking at doing more variety games. Oh my god, fun little platformer. I love the idea of platformer games so much. Like, genuinely, I love platformer games so much. I want to play more of them. Big stretch. Don't forget to drink blood, chat. Also, how are we doing, chat? I just need a way to be original. Do whatever you would like, mate. Hello. Hello, bestie. Hey, Toby. I'm streaming. Minecraft. Yeah. Hi, Tubbs. When is update? Quick question: 3D or 2D? I do not mind. Do whatever you would like, and I will play it. I need to update our Simply Playable real quick, chat. So give me a moment. Tuberculosis has joined us. So I want to know what you prefer. I haven't played many, so I don't know. I need to change where I'm sitting. I wouldn't know. I haven't played that many. I like the style of 2D games, that's for sure. I'll make both then. Don't overexert yourself. Take care of yourself. I don't. Should I keep it sand? It's kind of like a little rainbow. Just straight. I believe me, I want to do something that isn't playing games or working. Alright. I look forward to it. I'll play it on the stream so that way you can see my reaction to it. There we go. Let's break. Making things just relaxes me. Same. I find these That's why we build so much in Minecraft. This isn't even our first world. I'm very young for my age, especially for me to be doing things like this. Nah, it's okay. No. They took piss cow. No, it's very fine. I really like it. We built, it's okay, they took piss cow from us, remember that. They took piss cow. It's okay for them to decease. If it weren't for them, we would have had piss cow. Remember that. It's a personal vendetta at this point. I swear. I need to change over the real quick chat. Facecam streams would be chaos. Because we have to like shift how we're sitting every so often. So that way we don't like get back pain and stuff. We've been moving so much. It'd be absolute chaos. I don't know how much longer I'll be going, by the way. Slip. I want to at least attempt to get this kind of close to the finished product. Also, chat, what do you think of these streams? Genuinely, like anyone who's in chat right now, even if you're just lurking, if you can come after lurking for 2 seconds. How do you feel about more building streams like this one? Uh-oh, our fan's been turned on. Have we told you that our fan, like our ceiling light and our ceiling fan, are connected to our neighbours? Like, they use these... Wilbur's so cool. Wilbur is so cool. I know my init is showing. But our light things are connected to the to our neighbours, and we can't disconnect it. It's just stuck that way. And so they'll go and like turn off and on their light, and it turns off and on ours. Toilet, we can all tell you're insecure, Yeah, I told you that earlier, chat, didn't I? That I've been learning knee deep at ATP. It's been so much fun. I absolutely love playing the guitar. Can I play it for you, chat, one day? Would you mind? So I know a lot of you come here for Minecraft. You come for Minecraft content, and that's about it. So, like, would you like me to play songs for you on guitar one day? Because, like, I want to be like, I want to write songs and I want to make people happy with them. And yes, you always do. Under your dream. Not all of this is gonna stay sand, by the way. This is gonna get mixed into like gravel and sandstone and terracotta. So do not fret. The sand is kind of just like a placeholder, pretty much. It's kind of just how I want things to look later, where I want it to be laid out. So, do not fret. Yep, absolutely fine. That's what yeah. My brain's finally starting to slow down after having ice cream for breakfast. I had ice cream for breakfast, I had a sugar high, and now I'm starting to have a sugar crash. Sugar BTS? A lot of building, by the way, for us. A lot of this is just winging it. Just so you guys know. A lot of the stuff we do on stream for building and for like all of these, we go in with a little bit of an idea of what we're doing. But most of it is just going, okay, that looks kind of cool. I might do that. So, we don't ever really have like a set plan of what we're doing. Yum. Yum. You guys are actually really close to the surprise goal. Like I said, we moved it down. It was a lot higher. We moved it down. So I think all we need to do as a community for it to be revealed is to trick them. Like 50 other people, and pushing the same button. I think we can do it. I think we can do it by the end of the year. We can trick 50 people into pushing one button. What do you say, Kai? There we go. That's kind of not too bad. That might not be too bad. Meow. What? Can we fix it? Yes, we can. What's going on? There we go. Ah, wrong button. There we go. I checked something, I'm so sorry, chat. Big stretch. Also with TikTok, we're trying to upload regularly on TikTok. We have a video rendered for it. Like a speed build rendered. To like and we're attempting, is what I'm saying. We're attempting to keep uploading on TikTok regularly, but we do forget sometimes. So please be patient with us on that. Oh, some stone. Stony Onions. It's ever so slightly different, and it adds just a little bit of texture to it, and I like that. It's very, very nice. I like the little bit of texture sandstone adds. I can't get mob spawners to turn off, by the way. I don't know why mobs keep spawning. Like, they just go, I shall spawn now. It's so much bigger than what we originally had planned. I need to change. Yum. Yeah, there's some voiceovers I need to record before the parents get home. So I'm gonna have to end up stream here soon, even if we don't get completely finished with this. Because I have to focus on other social medias too. Yeah. Not give us time, will it? And then we can do like sandstones and stuff down here too. The wall. Here. Break it up. Little rocks and stuff. My brain is like shut off now. I'm so sorry, chat. I'm trying to like think of things to talk about that I'm allowed to talk about. I really need Bowtie here, so I'm gonna be like, Bowtie, can I talk about this? They'll probably say no, but I really like how it's starting to turn out. I think once we get things like the water and stuff in here too, it's really gonna bring it together. Keep starting sentences and not finishing them. Part of what I want to do is I want to build like I want to build giant mushrooms, kind of like hanging over the side, on either side. So I think this one is gonna have. We have a hole in our hand. I just realized that. So I think this one's gonna be like, kind of like how you know there's trees going like dip into the roots and stuff. I think I kind of like want them to like hang over the side. There's a lot I want to do with this, and it'll make sense once you see. This song makes me think. Once you like see it in practice, I feel like you guys are really gonna like it. Wow. Look like someone's mad. Oh wait. Hit the hole. I also want to. Obviously, once we hit the main forward goal we have right now. See, part of me wants to leave this follower goal as a surprise. Like, you have to unlock it kind of thing. But at the same time, I'm like, I really want to tell you guys about it. So I think once we get halfway-ish to the follower goal, we'll reveal what it is. So that way, you guys can like get hyped up for it. You know? That sounds kind of like what I want to do. Okay, so I'm terrified now. What's up? What's going on, big man? Uh-oh. Big thunder. Oh no! Oh no! I know what you mean. I genuinely understand, like, the feeling that thunder can cause. Like it's an earthquake. Oh, I hate that. I hate that for you. It sounds like really dumb advice, but the best thing you can do is just do stuff to distract yourself. Play games, make games, read, watch videos. Just keep your mind off of it, and it might help you out. Because that's usually what we have to do. Have we ever told you guys about our phobia of mannequins? It's like a system-wide phobia at this point. What did mannequins do to make us that scared of them? Make a game, listen to Sleep on 100%. Got it. Oh my gosh, I would not listen to us on 100%. As the warning says up there, this one up here, we do yell, especially me and Toby. We do get really loud. I keep rolling backwards. Our room's sinking. Our room is genuinely sinking. What's in the chat? What's up, fun facts for chat? My room is trying to name it, so I'm really liking how this is turning out. He already got tinnitus, so I don't got much to lose. Tinnitus. What's What is it? Can you tell me what that is? Because I don't know. The louder the better. Let's go. Us when we were a teen. When we were just a wee little tot. I don't need my hearing. Us now. I can't hear shit, bestie. Bestie, I can't hear shit. I was dumb as a kid. Sorry. Well, let's say you listen to some music like really loud. Yeah, we do that sometimes. Is it like hearing loss? Is that what it is? Context clues. I should use context clues. So I was trying to just about context clues. Well. Hello. Yeah. I don't care. Well, after a while, you start hearing a ringing noise. That sounds painful. That sounds awful. I'm so sorry. Me when your mom when me when me yo do me your mom when I me you when penis. Well, it is sometimes. Oh no, bro. I get used to it. Yeah, it sounds like something you would get used to after a while. But it still sounds pretty awful. This song makes me feel like a villain. Like I'm in my villain arc. Woo! Yeah, it's annoying. I can imagine. That sounds quite a bit annoying.
I don't want a fan when I'm trying to get
gosh, jamming song. Absolute jam. Absolute bop. Absolute jam. Get ready. Get cat jams. Get your cat jams. Hi. Absolutely love this song. I'm sorry if I don't talk much during it. It's an absolute jam. Think about it. I got a few medical problems. Careful coming to a spoof live stream, you'll realise how medically ill you are. Found it. Cash, cash, money bag, that's all I'm worried about. You know what I got to do. You know what I'm doing. Getting cash, cash, money bag. Woo! Oh my god, chat, I think we're ready to add in the water. Water time, chat! It's water time. Alright. This is a secret to doing water places like this. I wish we had mud stairs. I wish we had mud. I want to eat the mud. You fill in the bottom row, and you go through and you like individually fill all the stairs and stuff. It's gonna try and fill them up. Hearing voices, tinnitus, some shaking problems, and a few other things. You know, hearing voices isn't normal. As someone who hears voices on the regular. And what you want to do is you want to go through and you want to fill these up, like, as individuals. It's very important to go through and, like, individually fill those things. Because even if they do look filled, they can look wonky. So if you have those, you want to go through and fill them up. But yeah, as someone who hears voices on the regular, and as someone who shakes a lot on the regular, it's not normal. Believe me, I'd probably rather have your voices. No, I wouldn't say that, bestie. I don't know about that one. Stones and rocks and things. I don't know about that one, friendo. Friend. Not all of ours are either, though. I'm like most of them, mate. A lot of the people you see online are nice. But that's because we work very hard on making sure that we create a safe place, and we hold ourselves accountable for it. So that's why you'll see a lot of nice voice, like nice of us, rather than the mean ones. But trust me, as someone with a lot of people in one body, not everyone's nice. Could give you the advice our old therapist gave us, so long as you're not losing the arguments with the voices, you're fine. That is sarcasm, by the way. I trust you. Yeah. What I just said is sarcasm, by the way. I just wanted to be sure that you were aware. Because I know I struggle with putting tone into my voice, so I like use all tone tags and stuff. Hey bestie, yo! Share with chat. Share with chat. Coffee is great. Coffee is great. I mean, we really shouldn't be drinking coffee. We shouldn't, because it's not good for us. Our body is constantly screaming. Even better, it's vanilla iced coffee. Share? You can't come into chat going, I got vanilla iced coffee, and not share. Come on now. Where's... Give snacks. Foxy, do you remember how to do the snacks command? No. Of course not. So what you do? It should be that. It's the same as the blue. In fact, I can check right now. No, but I know. By the way, we can see who our top chatter is. We can see who our top chatter is. Oh, it broke. I broke it. Hang on. Snack. Give. There you go. That's how you give snacks in chat. What happens? I give you snacks. You can give snacks in chat. Yay! Snacks. You can also boop people. You can boop people and you can do hugs, of course. You know you are top chatter, right? Yeah, it's really nice. I absolutely love having these little commands and stuff for chat. They're little silly goofy move commands. But whoa, still trying next time. Me top chatter? Yeah, you're top chatter. Yeah, you're top chatter. So meow. I really like this, it's nice and cute. Let's get some moss in here. Yay! Let's go. That's so, oh my gosh! I love seeing chat share doing the commands. Oh, I'm gonna cry. absolutely love our commands. See in chat. No worries, friends. Oh, I love seeing it. You can also do hug. Hey, dude. Wait. Wait. I love these commands. Yeah, there's a hug command. You just do exclamation mark hug, and whoever you want to hug, you put in their username. Time to use that command. Let's go. Time 6. Night. Hugging is my favorite thing. I absolutely love Alex of hug command. It's such a nice little command. You also have boo. And you can do exclamation mark socials now, by the way. I know you tried to do that last time. So far, top command is lurk, and I'm sure now that you guys are aware that you can hug and boop and give snacks, that will change. Exclamation mark lit. We don't have a lit command yet. We do have a... Bestie, what's your favourite animal? Raccoon. Because I am a raccoon. Fun fact, I'm actually a raccoon in the inner world. Squeak, squeak. By the way, this is a great way to hide lighting and build. There's offensive. Which chat? What's going on? What's Twitch doing? Mine is Little Raccoon. Be free. There we go. You also do exclamation mark pronouns. So it can be I think it's because of the 420. My existence is offensive, I guess. It's because you're Canadian. I shouldn't say that. Look at the corpses. That's what you get for taking piss, cow. My favourite animal in the whole wide world is raccoons or moo blooms. Like moo blooms are nice if you talk of Minecraft. I don't care that they're not Minecraft, I love them. Okay. I do want to work on this in a bit. So we want some stone. I don't want invested stone. I want regular stone. your nails. How many do I have? 6. I got a few favorite animals. Yo, share. Let's hear them. I love animals. They're so nice. We as people don't deserve animals. You can't change my mind. Also, how I'm switching these books out without the sound falling. You like click your break button and your place button at the same time, but one slightly after the other. The place one slightly after the other. Snakes like this. Frogs! Raccoons are great. Raccoons are always so good. I love raccoons. Little crime boys. I am little crime raccoon. Yeah, I'm a raccoon in an avian, not in a will. That's really fun. Getting a bit of a headache. See, face. That still happens sometimes. Bestie, what's another animal for a scientific reason? Which bestie? Me? Moo blooms, if you're asking me. I love moo blooms. Moo blooms best. Yo, welcome back! Welcome back. We've done a lot of work. We've talked about a lot of things. This is what the build's looking like now. No longer titties, sadly. But it is many a corpse. Corpse system. You guys want to listen to some corpse system? I want to actually. I feel like that would be nice. Just a little bit. I'm not bestie yet. I'm earning my bestie badge one day. You bestie. bestie badge one day. Bestie badges in chat are the VIP badges. That's what we're gonna start calling bestie badges. Also, King Ethan, welcome back. I know I already said it, but I want to say it again. Okay. Moo blooms. Moo blooms, always. No thought, just moo bloom. I really like this song. I like the instrument used in it. That will take a long time to get in. Yes. It's because besties are important in our chat. All chatters are important. But besties in chat. You get the bestie badge by chatting often. Being active member of our community. Yeah. Toby said you get bestie badge by being a Coffee Twit main, and I agree. I can hear besties, I came back. Help besties. I wasn't supposed to be in caps, but well, I read it in caps. Welcome back. We're this is what it's looking like so far. No more boobas, but that's okay. It kind of just looks like a little rainbow. And right now we're working on the little cave on the inside. Yo, it's so pretty. I know. I'm absolutely loving it. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba! We're gonna ignore that. People coming back. Yay. Yeah. You're no longer alone in chat. How do you feel? How do you feel? You will hear where? We've just kind of been vibing. A lot of people had to go do stuff and went on lit. And so now we're all just kind of vibing. It's so pretty. Thank you. We've been doing hard work. Chat because I'm crafting, but I shall be chatting a bit. Woo, let's go. If VIP is bestie badge, what would mods be, chat? Obviously they're the baguette wielders. Mods are obviously the baguette wielders. Yum. But what would McDonald's new intro? I was hoping we would like sail right on over that. Mods are they're the baguette wielders, but what would they be in terms of besties? The cool kids. The cool kids. Yes. The cool kids of Coffee Twit. My nose itches. Mods are the cool kids of Coffee Twitter. So what I'm thinking about doing, by the way, for in here, is making it kind of like. Actually, I want to break down some books. I've decided. Cow, fox, hamster. Oh, I know I'm asking a lot, but there's a reason, please. Cow, fox, hamster, otter. What kind of cow? Is it like a fluffy cow? Or is it those cows that look like they're gonna kill you in your sleep? Black and white cow. Like Henry! Oh, cow! Foxes are cool as fuck. Foxes are cool, but cows are better. So what I'm thinking about doing here is making this like a emerald and amethyst geode. And so how we'll do that is I wish there was a better texture. Black and white cow it is. Moo! Don't mind me, I'm looking for moo! My nose is so bad. I'm looking for fur. For the fur. Blocks we can use as like texture. I'm thinking about going white with it. Like white textures. So we could use quartz, smooth quartz. We use things like snow, mushroom stems, moo. Oh, that warning I yell sign. Yeah, it's a very important sign. So that way we don't we'll still deafen you, child. And that's your own fault. Yeah, but still that loud. Because we have the warning I yell. So chat is aware. So chat's aware that we yell a lot. I want those. Splurp. I know, I was there when it was made. You were? When new chatters come in, you can be like, I was there when the warning I yell sign was made, just so you know. So we have it all laid out. In case I forget. Bloosh! Alright. The coolest flex. Yes, the absolute coolest flex. Let's go. I don't think I like that. Please let me through. Thank you. You know, also, chat, how do you feel about us, uploading speed builds, just regular speed builds, onto, hey! Hey! How are you? Speed builds just up onto YouTube as well. Because, as you see out there, we build a lot in MC. There's a mushroom. Please do. We will. Alright, we will then. I feel like having this be, a white cave makes a bit more sense. Because it's a geode? Kind of like cave. We could get calcite too. Badoo. It was Badoo for me. Bestie was. Hey, Bestie. What's your zip code? Oh, yo! Okay. Hey, let's go. Hey. Alright, so I know who you are. Would you rather, we call you Ethan then? Would you rather Ethan or King? Hopefully that didn't just dox me. That's a cool name right there. It is. Oh, my back is doing a thing. No phone, I don't want to restart the update. Our phone has a new update. King, okay. I will call you King then. Our phone has like a new update every 3 to 4 business days. That's quite frustrating. So we'll update it and I'll be like, restart to update. And I'm like, no, I already updated you. I just did. 3 to 4. Yeah! We seriously just updated it like 2 days ago and it's already telling us to restart the update again. It's insane. It's absolutely bananas. Too much. It is too much. I'm like, no. You can function how you are. Please go away. Until it can't, I've decided until it can't function anymore, we're not going to update it. We've almost been going for 3 hours, chat. Let's go. 3 hours, bug. No. We're gonna ignore that just happened. I almost did it again. to go back through the top and fix those. And that's okay. We can fix it. It is far too much though. The 3 to 4 business days thing is like a good one. Why do you need this? So how are you doing? I'm doing alright. I just gave my address to one of my friends and now I understand their concern when I come up to him and I go, I need your address. I understand. I now understand the fear it instills in people. Other than that, I'm doing good. I've been streaming for 3 hours. Let's go. And we've been working on this build. Just absolutely vibing. How are you? How is everyone doing in chat today? No. Did we? New. I'm absolutely new. Just a Newman little guy. How are we all doing in chat as well? Are we remembering to stay hydrated? We do want some amethyst buds in here as well. And we'll hide some lights in here soon too, chat. Do not fret. Hey, Spliff, do you want to hear a joke? So long as it's not TOS. I love jokes. Our room is stinking, I swear. I keep, like, sliding backwards. Like, there's a little slide. Let's see some ass. I don't want to see ass. No, thank you. Okay. Why did the chicken cross the road? Why did chicken cross the road? Should we listen to that song? Why did it? I'm assuming it's to get to the other side, but am I correct? I wish there was a purple ore. Why did get to the cool person's house? Let's go. Should we listen to it? Ellie has been summoned to get to the cool person's house. Jump in the Cadillac, girl. Let's put some miles on it. Our top artist, I love Joy and Corpse. We'll see if this is knock knock. Who's there? Oh, absolutely. Chicken cross the road. Hello, chicken. Cross the road. The chicken, get it? Oh my gosh, is the chicken oh wait, is the chicken like knocking on our house because we're... I like that joke. It's the chicken, yeah, I like that joke. That's a good joke. I approve. I know, I'm gonna cry. The ultimate crossover. The Cadillac girl, let's run miles on it. Smile on it. You deserve it. Give it to you. Hidden light. Oh, look at it. It's such a pretty little cave. It is the ultimate crossover. I love these little jokes. I like joke chat. I have to go for that. You're still streaming. I was gonna end 30 minutes ago. So there's a chance I'll still be live. Because streaming is addicting. We'll see you later. Cadillac girl, let's put miles on it. You want it, smile on it. Baby, you deserve it. Oh, give it to you. Is this song DMCA? Have you? Okay. Need you back, give you. We're just listening to a bunch of cool songs now. End. And also do these. So they look like they're dangling down. It's really cool. Just little details. They're like little stalactites and stuff. Can we play Life by the Sea? Yes, we can. Dropped out of college from myself. They're like little stalactites and stuff. I like them. Not about chasing clouds. I'd rather gaze at clouds and filled with comfort. Oh, and the trending tab. Hope this won't be ending back. You should be able to catch them, by the way, if you want to. Does it work? Can you catch them properly? Alright, no, it's still not working properly. That's okay. We'll get cat jams to work one day. I wish there was I wish there I need to stop I wish there was a I think BTTV is broken again. It works for like a stream and then it breaks and then it works again. One day it'll just function properly. One day. Those people on evil don't really just want to watch you burn. Go ahead, making wrong turns. I'm just a happy guy paddling through the angry tide on amplified. Pass me by. You have been pacified, satisfied, baptized, and has been distracted mind is acting like a satellite. There we go. Actually, I don't like that. It's like a little. Oh, this is nice. Living for it. So yeah, you'll like come up after this one. Is the plan. Come up. You go through. You swim. You use your stepping stone. Oh, I just failed. And then you go back there. And you'll like go out this way. Thank you. Oh, thank you. Usually, there's so many. There's so many corpses. Oh my god. Oh, thank you. Thank you for the hug. There's so many corpses. Oh my god. How many did I pick up then? Oh my we were at 6. Thank you. If I'm gonna be honest, space to free. No. So yeah, that's the plan. So many corpses. So many corpse husbands. We have a corpse husband. Now I want to build giant mushrooms. I'm gonna take a quick dip over to Pinterest. Because I do need. Oh. I just got such a bad hiccup. That hurt. What's an absolute jam that we can listen to in the stream? The Fall. The Fall's an absolute jam. I'm taking a quick dip over to Pinterest, by the way. Just so that way I can look at my little mood board. Of mushrooms. Okay. So I want to do a mushroom. And the blocks I want to use are going to be these. Some of that. Another one is on man. So many cool. Yeah, they took this cow from us. I wish there was another shade of purple that's closer to this. There's still more. That there's one fountain. That's so ridiculous. It's so bad. Let's have a look at it. Enderods and then Amethyst. And we're gonna want these. The wreath of grace and souls that fill the tapestry. I'll look to all of you and see a different fucking species. Aspirations for a different destination. And make press up in our what? What? Okay, bestie. That's kind of a similar. My class is over. Let's go. Let's go. Let's see the swag. I'm happy for you, man. Oh, you can't place those. Oh, that's BS. Yeah, I think. I wish there was more shades of purple blocks. I wish we had like a wider shade range. This is really all we got to work with. Do you want to BC then? Sure. Do you want to just surprise or no? I don't want to make you anxious. I kind of want to play because I want to see your reaction, but also don't. I'm in general. Meow. So we're gonna hello, let me turn down Spotify.
Hello.
Hello!
Hello.
Hello!
How are you?
I'm good, let me turn you up. Down this way. Chat, if anything is wonky, let me know and I'll fix it. I'm good. I'm good. How are you?
I'm good. Just finished my class. I got my agenda today, so that's a win.
That is a win. Let's go.
I have like a smaller mailbox because it's like one of those ones where it's like everyone on my street has like this like mailbox thing at the end of the street. The fucking person who put in the agenda in my mailbox, instead of putting it in the big one, they put it in the small one, so I had to spend like 5 minutes outside in the cold. It's like negative like 13 at the time I was going, and I was like had to like slightly fold my agenda to try and pull it out of the mailbox. I was so mad.
That person has a lot of spite and rage built up in him. He's a favorite superhero, Spleef. Superhero. I really like Spider-Man. The Spider-Man's a classic. My favorite superhero other than Spider-Man, because Spider-Man's a safe answer, is maybe I don't know. I really like Iron Man. I really like Iron Man too. Spider-Man and Iron Man. Well, I feel like that's like expected. Who is your favorite superhero? Also, what are you saying, big man, about the spiteful agenda placement? Because that person has a lot of spite and rage.
Yeah, like if you have to put it in a mailbox sideways for it to fit, it's not gonna be able to get taken out. And they put it in like sideways, like corner to corner, because it's like a square, obviously. It was just whoever did that.
They
oh
have
my god, I hope their charger doesn't work. Like, it was awful. I was like, okay, I'm gonna do a quick trip because I wasn't feeling well, right? But I really needed my agenda, so I was like, I'll do a quick trip to the mailbox. We'll all be good. And then no.
Oh my gosh! Another one. Another one bites the dust. Why would they do that? We have a mailman that sometimes replaces our like old mailmen. Like we have a regular one, but when that one's sick, we have another one, right? And they can be so spiteful with placements like that. Like,
this is a bad time for me to learn about this.
Like, okay, so my favorite superhero is definitely Spider-Man or Flash. Let's go. Flash is really cool too. Sometimes they'll like put things on top of. So, have you ever seen the heater?
I don't believe so.
There's like a big one. I'll send you a picture.
Okay.
There's like a big one downstairs to like keep the whole way warm. Doesn't work well. Because you have and Super Sploof. Let's go, Super Sploof.
Oh, you're a superhero now?
Yes.
Let's go.
I'm a superhero. I took it upside down. I'm so sorry. Oh, it auto rotated. There you go.
Oh.
Don't mind the fact that my floor is literally caving in.
I know. I was about to say, like, bro. That looks like.
It's
It's really awkwardly placed.
It is. Okay, it is so. And there's like an exposed pipe that's plastic. It's so bad. There's so... Chat, you can't see it, but Foxy knows.
It's bad.
It's bad. It's bad. You can
It's
like
bad.
see
Take
the
my word
floor.
for it. I don't.
The floor is caving in. You can see it where the floor is caving into. It is bad. But
I won't lie to you guys. It's bad, but
it's not because of me either. It's just the building.
it's just
is
naturally
shit.
bad.
I've seen it. Ellie's seen it. It's bad. But there's a big one of those downstairs. And the spiteful mailman will go and place like cardboard boxes right on top of that. And all
You're
those
joking.
no, and all those pipes heat up. Every single one is supposed to heat up, and they'll like place boxes and like letters on top of it.
Oh my god.
And so we're always like telling, like leaving notes and stuff, like saying like, don't place heater, like don't place boxes on top of the heater. I'm scared now.
That's so awful.
Friends, my room is sinking. Like, I know I've complained about it like 4 times already on stream, but that's because it is. Like, my chair slides backwards. I have to like scoot forward because it's sinking. Yeah, and so we have like these little tiny squares. It's like the size of a makeup palette. This one has, I think, 18 shades in it, and it's like the size of that, and they're really small mailboxes, and they will cram so much into the mailbox.
No.
It is like it can be so hello. It can be so bad. Why are you concerned about these though? Hello? Chat, are you seeing this?
Blocks are disappearing. Oh, I had like the biggest streamline. I'm like, why do you keep saying hello?
That's why.
That's how you place a block and it just disappears.
You want me to share screen so that we're not getting as much stream delay?
Okay. I'm like taking notes and like writing stuff right now.
I'm sharing screen for you now.
Okay, wait. Let me just make myself known. There we go.
What the fuck? There you go. Known, there you go. The original bestie VIP.
Amen. Do you wanna see why I needed what I asked you for earlier?
Chat knows you asked for my zip code.
Okay.
Yeah.
Do you wanna
to
see why?
it. Yes. I want to see.
Okay.
I'm waiting patiently in this what I've paused stream. Oh my god! That wow, it's so cute! Millie! Oh, I'm gonna cry.
When you said raccoon and there wasn't one on the website, I was like, oh fuck.
I'm gonna cry, it's so cute.
Well, there you go. It'll be yours soon.
It's so cute. Raccoons are amazing. Chat. Should I show chat what it is?
If you do, block out the order number, or else they'll see my banking information and where you live
Oh fuck!
if they look it up.
I will show chat when it arrives.
Okay. That's a good idea.
I will show chat when it arrives. So that way, you know. Okay. By the way, chat, what I'm working on right now, I've realised I haven't been talking much. I'm working on some. Don't link anything. I've doxed us so many times on past streams already. It is so bad.
No, I was live the other day and someone said something that like, cause like sometimes I like stream with people I actually like know in real life, right?
Yeah.
And one of them doesn't know how like a secret I am. I've like deleted the VOD so no one will be able to find us or anything. But one of them dropped a park that's like not like in my city but like really close to it, and I was like, I was like, sir, please no.
See, all our parks have really generic park names. Governor's Park. Like,
Aw.
they're really generic park names. It's like someone went, let me find the most generic park name possible. So. And like, all our parks are really shit too for kids. So. They're like, supposed to be kids' playgrounds park. There's this one, right, where we used to work. And it was like, it was more like an art installation rather than a kid's playground. So
Oh, jeez.
shit. By the way, chat, what I'm doing right now is I'm just kind of mapping out how I want these mushrooms to go. So basically that's where I want the base to be, and that's how I want it to lead up to it. And this is about how wide I want the top one to be. So. There we go.
Not again.
Were you here when we like saw the mass grave?
Yes.
It was so. It was so funny.
I was like, damn.
This has been such a chill but chaotic stream at the same time. Do you know what I'm building this for?
Yes. I think so. You said it in the Discord, didn't you?
Yeah.
Then yes, I do.
My eyebrow itches.
Not the eyebrow.
Oh no. Alright. Chat, I will post a picture of this once it's done. This is as far as we gotten today on the stream, but I'll definitely post. Hey Spleef, tell your friend they're cool. Foxy, you are cool!
Hey, yo, thank you. I started to like pose. Like, I was like, hey, yo, thank you, and I like stuck my arms out really awkwardly, and then I'm like, wait.
We're both faceless streamers.
I know.
Alright, chat. I will post a picture of this once it's done. Or do you want me to wait to finish it on stream? Do we want to wait to finish it on stream, or do you guys want me to finish it off stream and tweet about it? Because I can always do another building stream tomorrow. These are really chill and I really enjoy them. Have you heard like our overlay plans? Wait, yes you have.
Yes.
Amnesia go first. Alright, chat. Bye bye, chat. Bye, chat. Let's do that. One last hook. One last hook.
Aw, look at that. You hugged everyone.
Alright, chat. Bye, chat. I will see you another day. Probably tomorrow. Let's find someone's great. See if anyone's alive. That was great. Sneak Snag! We're gonna raid Sneak Snag. Alright, chat. I will see you all later. We're working on new overlays, so get ready for those. I'm really excited about those. But yeah, we'll see you all later. Be good in Sneak Snag's chat. Sneak Snag will bully you if you're not.
Me.
So, be good. We'll see you all later. Bye, chat. Bye-bye. Bye. Bye, chat. Bye. And Hello